Welcome to the $100 MBA Show. If it's business skills you crave, then dig into our daily business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today, you will learn how to repurpose your videos. I believe when you create a video, there are ways for you to repurpose it, to use that content to serve your audience in a different way. But there's also ways not to repurpose it, and I'll explain exactly what I mean. In today's lesson, I'm going to give you the exact steps, exactly what to do. So let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is brought to you by Nadex, Binary Options Trading. As a listener to the $100 MBA Show, you can appreciate how far $100 can go, and so does Nadex. With just $100, you can get started. With Nadex Binary Options, you trade on whether you think the market will be above or below a certain point by a certain time. Go to Nadex.com and open up a free account. That's Nadex, Nadex.com. Futures, options, and swaps trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Most people, when they think about repurposing video, they think about pulling out the audio of the video and making it an audio piece of content or a podcast or a sound file on SoundCloud. Now, the reason why this is very prevalent is because it's the easiest thing to do. I personally do not agree that video always translates to great audio. Most of the time, it doesn't, and the listener can tell the difference. I'm not saying this is always true, but as a rule of thumb, it doesn't always work. Would you listen to a movie? Would you listen to an audio file of an episode of House of Cards or Breaking Bad or a show? No, of course not, because that's meant to be watched. There's visuals that add to the story. There's gestures, there's facial expressions. There's things that just audio doesn't capture. That's the reason why it's a movie and not a podcast. Now, having said that, if you're recording audio for the purpose of audio, there are things you can do that lends itself to audio, and it works great for audio and audio only. That includes the intonation of my voice. It includes music. That includes the way you transition from one topic to another, the way you pause. See how that can make an effect? So if you're not pulling out the audio of a video, how can you repurpose it? Well, one of the best ways you can do it is offer a transcription of that actual video. Some people like to read a transcription, or they just can't watch a video wherever they are. They may be on the bus or the train, and they don't want to be streaming video on their phone. Maybe they don't want to waste their data, or they just prefer to read. And the easiest straight-up way to do it is transcription. Now, you could take it a step further by creating a blog post out of the content that you presented on your video. Now, you could do this yourself, or if you have a writer that you can hire that could take a look at the video and use that content to create a very compelling blog post. And you can add images, you can use hyperlinks, so people can refer to whatever you're talking about in the video. And this is a great way to repurpose video because it becomes a new blog post for your site. And for your blog readers, it's a great way for them to check out what you're doing on the video end of things. Say, for example, you have a video show on YouTube, and then now you can have a blog post on the same topic. Now, there is a difference between transcription and a blog post. A blog post is coherent. It's a communication tool. It's a conversation with your audience. A transcription is just straight up what you said on the video, which is fine. And some people that's enough for them. But the next level of communication is to write a full blog post with images and links and everything. Now, you can take a step further and create an infographic. This infographic can display or explain the point that you're making in the video, the concept that you're teaching. And infographics can be created pretty easily. You could do it yourself using Canva. You can go to canva.com, and there's some really easy-to-use tools for free to create infographics. Or you can, again, outsource. You can hire somebody to do this for a pretty minimal price. You can go to freelancer.com. You can go to Odesk. You can go to onlinejobs.ph. There's plenty of talent out there that can help you out. And infographics are known to be shared a lot. A lot of people love sharing it. And it's great for sharing on Pinterest. Pinterest adores infographics. And people that create great infographics, they really get a lot of great pins on Pinterest. Now, when you're creating these blog posts, these transcriptions, or the infographic, you can really use your video in a lot of ways to promote that content. You can take stills from that video, images, maybe something interesting that you're doing in that video, maybe something funny. And you can use that image to promote the content that is not the video and say, this is what the blog post is all about. Check out this image. It's a way to attract them to read or to consume what you've created using the video. You can also repurpose videos into video. And what do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, you create a video a week, one video a week. Over 2 months, you might have 8 videos. And what you could do is you can create a montage of all the great insights, all the great points that you made in each video and cut it into one video so you have like 8 episodes in one, or it's a way to wrap up or even to tease people about all the great videos you've already recorded. It's kind of like a trailer for the last 8 videos you've created, and then you can reference those links. You can say, hey, these are the 8 videos that were featured in this video. You can check them out here, and you can get people to take a look at some of the older videos that you created that have great value. But by putting them all into this montage of great sound bites and clips, people are really interested. Wow, there's a lot of great value because you've condensed 8 videos into one video, and you got them interested in the topics that you discuss. So a montage of videos is a great way to repurpose other videos you've created. Speaking of great quotes, you might have a great line or a great insight or a mind-shifting kind of statement that you've said in one of your videos, and you can use them as an image. A lot of people are into this app called WordSwag, but you can use the concept of WordSwag, which is just basically an image on top of it overlays a quote written in some really cool text or really cool font. And again, you can create it in Canva. You can also create this in Buffer. And you have these quote cards that you can share on social media talking about that topic, that insight that you explained in your video. Not only are you promoting your videos with these cards, with these typography cards, the actual card is actual content and it's useful and people share it because that one insight is content. Now, your image that's behind that text could be an image that's related to that topic, or it can be an actual still from the video. It's up to you. Guys, I got a couple more insights I want to give you when it comes to repurposing video. But before that, I want to tell you about today's sponsor and a great contest that VeriSign's doing. In celebration of 30 years of .com, VeriSign is launching an internet official contest, giving you the opportunity to win $35,000 to turn your bright idea into a new business. Register a new .com domain name by visiting VeriSignContest.com and make sure your .com is registered through the participating registrar during the contest entry period of January 26, 2015 to April 30th, 2015. Complete and submit the contest entry form, and a panel of industry experts and celebrity entrepreneurs, along with the results of the social media voting campaign, will determine the monthly winners. There's 5 monthly winners, a total of 15, and 1 grand prize winner. Each monthly winner will receive $5,000 and will be eligible to compete to win the grand prize of $30,000. So make your idea internet official. Register a new .com domain name with a participating registrar during the contest entry period and enter for an opportunity to win up to $35,000. Learn more about the contest and its rules at VeriSignContest.com. That's VeriSign contest.com. At the top of the show, I recommended against ripping out the audio of a video and making that your podcast or making that an audio file that you would share on SoundCloud or something. But what you can do if you want to take your video and make it into an audio track that I think it would be really, really effective is to look at your video, watch it, and create a script that would be suitable for audio with that content. You may want to take the transcription as your base and re-script it so it's suitable for audio. And make marks where you want to pause. Make marks where you want to emphasize certain words. Take some notes down to make sure that your audio listeners are getting the treatment they deserve and getting the performance they deserve. Because at the end of the day, video, audio, blog, it's a performance. You want to make sure that people are enjoying the process. Take that script and record it on audio. Obviously, you can make it loose so it's natural and you don't have to say it word for word. But now you have a solid audio track. You can now take that audio, share it on social media, share it on SoundCloud. You can even create a podcast with those audio tracks. And that's a killer way to repurpose video. Guys, I hope that helped today. We love each and every one of you guys that are listening to the $100 MBA Show. And if you love us back, show us some love with an iTunes rating and review. By giving us a rating and a review, you help us rank better on iTunes and get more exposure and reach other business builders just like you. It takes 2 minutes, and if you want to learn how to do it, you can just visit 100mba.net. That's 100mba.net/show. We have detailed instructions there to help you out with pictures and everything. And remember, everybody who leaves us an iTunes rating and review enters our weekly draw to win a free ride to the $100 MBA Training and Community. That's over 180 video lessons, ask questions anytime,